Hey, what's up? I am back, and I'm also naked. I just came out of the shower. You can see my hair is a big, gross, wet mess. Um, I don't know if you can see, but I re-pierced my lip. Um, so if my voice sounds at all weird, it's because I've been downing fucking antibacterial mouthwash every 4 seconds. If anything even touches my lip at all, I have to swig some of that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, another entry. God, I look like ass, but whatever. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Good night, folks. No, just kidding about that. But yeah, so big news this week. I unfortunately, Nemesis Imperium is 2 members shorter. Simply because it's and I hate having to cease working with people that I like working with, but when people don't show up to practice and they have excuses after excuse after excuse, eventually you have to let them go. I mean, it's a business. As much as it's fun to do this, as much as it's something that I feel. In fact, I think that's it. I think if you really feel strongly enough, I don't think you'll ever have an excuse to not come to practice. I don't think you'll ever have an excuse to not do a show. I have gone to practice with the flu. I have lost relationships because of my band. I have lost a apartment because I didn't want to lose a member at one point. So, I don't believe that you ever can. I don't think you ever can have an excuse to not do this. This is the only thing that is important to me, is being a musician. It's the only. There's other stuff I do. There's the writing, there's the modeling, there's all that stuff, but it's not my passion. That's just stuff I do for fun. Music, it's always, since I was 11 years old, it's been the most important thing in my life. And, unfortunately, some people out there, it's not. So, things don't work out sometimes, and, but doesn't mean I'm stopping. You lose a soldier, you don't fucking stop the whole goddamn war. So, and I'm still working with Klebold Harris Esquire, formerly my guitar player from Dark Eden. The keyboard player we've already replaced. Still need a drummer. But yeah, it's I just think that, if you really want something, if it's something you believe in, you'll go for it. Little story. There was a girl I met once, actually probably around the time that I had this done. Oh, yeah, by the way, as I said, I had my lip pierced back in 2001. Had it for about 9 years, and then I lost the ball in there. One night while I'm sleeping, it came out. My ex-girlfriend gave me some new balls to put in, but I wasn't able to put them in time. So, hoops somewhere. No idea where it was. So, about, that was fall, summer maybe. I just got this redone. And I have to say, scar tissue actually hurts when you pierce it. Not like, oh my god, ow! But it was still like, ooh, wow, that felt uncomfortable for about a second. So yeah, I will be very glad when it's fully healed again, and I don't have lips full of white blood cells from fucking killing every bit of bacteria in my mouth every 2 seconds. But yeah, as I was saying, I met a girl back when I used to work at Gothic Renaissance on 4th Avenue Well, I shouldn't be fucking plugging them. Tony's an asshole. The guy fucking owns it. He could fuck himself. But anyway, I was working there, and you know, I met this girl, and you know, we hit it off, and then we went to go and hang out, you know, another time, and you know, we ended up in Tompkins Square Park, and the park bench started fooling around a little bit. So we're, you know, they're kissing, doing the usual things you do when you've met a, you know, a amorous young lady, and as we're kissing, I start feeling her hand going down the back of my pants, and it's like, okay, whatever, you know, maybe she likes to grab ass while she's kissing. Next thing I know, she starts fingering me. Now, keep in mind, she didn't even ask, and that's not really the type of thing that you normally just, you know, stick your finger up a guy's ass the first time you start fooling around with him. Because, you know, there's a lot of guys out there who, like, you know, it challenges their masculinity somehow, or they just don't like that. You know, I'm not particularly fond of that, you know, having things up my ass either, but, you know. The thing was, I actually really respected that she did that, because it was just an example of someone just, they wanted something, and they went right for it, you know, didn't stop to ask, didn't, you know, go, hey, would that be okay, you know, so I gained a lot of respect for her. And the reason why I bring that story up is because I have a great deal of respect for people who go for the things they want, and they don't make excuses, and they don't let other things get in their way, you know. And if you consider yourself an artist, if you consider yourself a musician, things like oh god, why is this still on here? I thought I deleted this. Oh, there's some awful Marvel vs. Capcom 3 music on there. But it's hold on. Okay, Godhammer, that's better. But anyway, you know, if you're any sort of artist, relationships, friendships, job, school, any of that sort of thing will always come second in your life to your art. That's just how I've always felt. And I know it's very hard to find musicians who feel that way, unfortunately. But when you do, you know, they're a treasure. And so, you know, I'm going to be moving on, keep moving forward. I am trying to make sure that we have some songs for you to hear, at least one or two, by August, so you can hear what I'm doing. I don't know if we're going to be playing live then, because if we don't find a fucking drummer, that ain't going to happen, but, you know, but I'm pretty fucking determined, you know, and, this is what I want to do, and nothing will stand in my way of doing it, okay? So, yeah. Another news. Yeah, that's still a little scabby. Another news. As you know, this weekend, gay marriage was approved in New York State, and you know, it's funny because I'm not gay, and I really don't ever want to get married, but it was touching to me that, you know, people can finally be together with the person they want to be with. You know, I mean, because it's always been weird to me how everyone, you know, how they would go with this, oh, we have to defend the sanctity of marriage and all this sort of thing. And I just thought, you know, some of the most heterosexual moments of my life were fucking with the sanctity of marriage, you know. I mean, it's, you know, and my parents have been married way too many fucking times, so, you know, I'm glad to see that, you know, gay people will get a chance. Maybe they can do it better than we can, you know. Oh, by the way, just because I'm looking at myself now and I'm just thinking, you know, I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones or not, but if you do, if you don't, you should. But every time I see them in the winter, or in like snow or anything, all I keep thinking to myself, oh, I'm sorry, it's not the winter, because winter has not come yet. But you know, and by the way, I have to say that Song of Fire and Ice fans are some of the biggest dickheads I've ever seen online, and it's really disturbing that you can't discuss a TV show without people giving you fucking spoilers from the book, and sometimes it's done really maliciously, as in to give away big spoilers, as in like when a major character will die, and I just think that's a really shitty thing to do. I really don't recall ever seeing that before in any sort of adaptation, you know, from book to television. So I'm not really sure why it seems to be Song of Fire and Ice fans, but, you know, it does. But, yeah, anyway, though, as I was saying, you know, I see them with the big furry capes and everything, and I'm like, I want one of those. So anyone out there who makes big furry capes, make me one. Yeah, so, oh yeah, I normally don't really plug these sort of things, but, you know, since I know not a lot of people know that they're out, I just wanted to give them kind of a plug. I've been playing 2 games this week. One is Shadows of the Damned, which, interestingly enough, the title track is performed by The Damned, as in Dave Vanny and Captain Sensible. It's a very odd journey through hell. You know, I mean, there's walls of demon pubes, for Christ's sake, and your character's name is Garcia Hotspur. It's kind of like, it's very like Robert Rodriguez in a way. Like, it's as if, like, say, Robert Rodriguez did a movie about a guy who goes to hell to try to retrieve his girlfriend from the Lord of the Undead, Lord of the Underworld. Music from Akira Yamaoka. I've never been sure how to pronounce it, but he did the music from Silent Hill. I realized Electronic Arts is doing like no promotion for this whatsoever, so I thought I would give a little shout out, as the kids say, to that. And also, Alice Madness Returns just beat this a couple days ago. And it also, if you buy it new, it comes with the original American McGee's Alice, which was cool because I don't play PC games. And, you know, I tried playing it on a friend's PC, and I lasted about 15 minutes before, maybe a half an hour, before I couldn't take using a keyboard and mouse anymore to move shit. You know, I grew up with, you know, console systems, so, you know, I need a controller. But yeah, I highly recommend those 2 games. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to check my voicemail earlier. Earlier today, I thought of a song in my head, and I was in the city, so I didn't have any, you know, I didn't have any way of writing it down. You know, I can't write sheet music anyway, but I didn't have any way of going to an instrument and recording it, so I just kind of hummed it in my head and called myself humming it. So, you know, that way the inspiration will always be there. And now I have a big reminder to tell me to listen to my voicemail. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that is about it. As I said, you know, I am looking for musicians. If you play anything and you might be interested in working with me, if you liked the stuff I did previously with Dark Eden, even though Nemesis is a different animal, or if you're just into very doomy, experimental tribal black metal-ish stuff, then write me, and you know, we'll see what we can do. And we tuned to B, by the way, because B means evil. Anyway, so I guess it's yeah, it's like 1:20 in the morning. It's time for me to go to bed. So until next time, kids, keep your fist in your mouth and your head in the gutter or something.